Welcome to Gear Check Games. This is part 21 of our commentary for Super Mario Sunshine, the bonus episode, which at one point I thought was a good idea, where we are going to revisit every level and do the optional episode 8 missions.
One Let's Play later, that's Joe has turned his tune.
Wait. Yeah, I thought this would be a good idea, and then I remembered, oh yeah, they're mission 8, because these are like some of the worst missions in the game.
Joe, I thought bonuses were supposed to be fun.
And we are going to experience them all in one 52-minute extravaganza.
At least you have a Hawaiian shirt.
I hope you're ready.
Up and over the rest of your clothes.
Yeah, so in addition to the sunglasses, when you beat the game, you unlock the ability to wear a Hawaiian shirt with the sunglasses. And I tried to wear that as much as possible, but if I'm perfectly honest, I don't really like wearing, like, if this was purely just like Mario's outfit changed, I would be fine. But the fact that it makes the gameplay look like it was recorded on Trey's capture card is kind of a deal breaker for me.
What a call out.
Hey, old capture card, because as of this day, I got an Elgato.
See, Trey, I set that up for you. I put the ball in your court.
You did. The universe knew.
To no one, because nobody watches our videos.
Oof.
Man.
Yeah, so before we go to
9 coins, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So before we go revisit some levels, there's actually one little bonus area that I wanted to show off that you can only access via this little ferry boat.
He said he was going to take it down, but he didn't.
One more coin. I said we need one more coin.
Wait,
More.
Oh,
there it is.
There we go.
Something. This is a good game. Promise. Something.
You know what? I was about to say like, oh, I don't understand why it wasn't working, and then I remember, oh yeah, because it's Mario Sunshine.
So wait, there's more to do at the airstrip?
Yeah, there's a red coin challenge out here that you can do. A timed red coin challenge, but it's not too bad. You get to use... It's one of the 3 times in the game you actually get to use the turbo nozzle, so I welcome it.
Nice.
To its credit, right, this looks like a really good place to get a lot of yellow coins for as little as those matter.
Yeah,
Which is literally not at all.
Exactly.
I forget whether or not the airstrip has a 100 coin mission, which, by the way, you won't be seeing any of those in this episode because, you know... I may have shown off a lot of optional stuff in this game, but even I have my limits.
I feel like the start to this challenge is just a perfect encapsulation of this series.
Does anybody... Okay, I understand that I bonked on the wall there, but like that wall... That hitbox is way outside of the graphic. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, how many players did they actually expect to like get here? How many people would like pick this game up again after finishing it? Like, let's go talk to this NPC.
How many players did they think were going to come at that red coin from that direction?
That too.
Because they just rode off the airstrip like an idiot.
Why are there landmines or like I guess sea mines out there? Like, this is an airstrip, not a like war zone.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe the Piantas are at war with the Mushroom Kingdom.
I mean, it is...
While simultaneously allowing tourists from the Mushroom Kingdom to come and give them their money.
I mean, the island definitely looks like a Pacific tropical island, and man, there was a lot of war that happened there.
Yeah, no kidding. Also, I just noticed this, but I think the strut and stews back there were like different sizes.
Yeah.
Like ever so slightly. That's kind of interesting.
There were baboos. Wait, does it kick you out once you get the
Yep.
star?
That's Mario Sunshine.
Oh no. So does that mean you have
I mean, that's like every 3D Mario game before Odyssey. Which, by the way, I booted up Odyssey last night just to like fool around for a little bit. And, you know, to bring it back to how half-assed this collection was, it is absolutely pathetic that
Yoshi
game
mission.
can run at... Oh no, don't worry, Dan, not this one.
Oh.
This mission has nothing to do with Yoshi. But as I was saying, it is absolutely pathetic that Mario Odyssey beautiful, beautiful game to this day can run consistently at 60 frames per second, and yet this port of Super Mario Sunshine, a GameCube game, is still locked at 30.
The GameCube was just too powerful for its time.
Yeah.
That's right.
This water, man. This water ain't cheap.
Xbox.
So I said, I ominously foreshadowed that the episodes we'll be highlighting in this episode are some of the most frustrating in the game, but fortunately this one is not. It's just kind of a chill red coin challenge.
Seriously, are we gonna get our usual disclaimer of like, we do really like this game, promise, out of the way here?
Yeah, again. So I was waiting for somebody else to say it besides me.
Yeah.
I feel like I've beaten that dead horse into a pile of dust.
Yeah. I do want to have a little bit bigger of a conversation about that though, because for me, right, I'm a player that like very highly values like movement systems and how like the player can actually like the control scheme. Like I put a lot of emphasis on having a robust, strong, responsive, and snappy control scheme for like every game I play. Yeah. And like that's the thing, right? We've shit on this game a lot, deservedly so for a lot of its design. But it is really hard to get across in a video and in a commentary how fun this game actually is to play. You have
moment to moment.
Yeah, the moment to moment gameplay. You have so much player agency and such a like engaging set of movement that it's just incredibly compelling to play.
Yeah, I think we briefly touched on this in the previous episode, maybe not so briefly, but Mario just his movement is just very expressive in this game, and like, you know, my experience with doing this series has been like, yeah, it's a fine mission, but there are some frustrating moments on this particular run through.
Yeah.
But my experience doing this series has been like when I was playing this and recording it, pretty much except for like Serena Beach and Pianta Village, I was having a pretty good time. And like normally I have a pretty good time playing this game, you know, in spite of its problems. But like looking back on this and having to actually like talk about the game in relation to other games, you know, in a more objective context, I suppose. You know, I have to be a little harder on it because it's, you know, it's a flawed game. Yeah. And like the way I feel about it is, you know, I can tell you I like it. I can tell you how I feel when I'm playing it, but like, you know, I can't lie to you about what's happening on the video screen.
It's true.
Not right now, but at times during this series.
I know you were going deep on why you like this game, but I just wanted to mention that you were getting like hella stun locked by that blue guy back there.
Yeah, by the way, the first time I got knocked, or I fell down off the tight rope, that was on purpose because there was a red coin down there. Yeah. And I wanted to show off the
that was a really
pond
weird animation
that you can, the bouncy pond skaters.
Also, you didn't say anything about it, Trey, but I love how you were talking about it. It's like, yeah, well, listen, we really like this game, promise, and it just shows Joe getting repeatedly stun locked in the background.
Yeah. I swear, I was having fun while this was happening. God, I love that outfit. Thankfully, in Mario Odyssey, you can get that outfit without having the screen darkened.
Oh, which world do you get that costume?
I think it's one of the bonus costumes you can get in the post game. It might have been like free DLC, I think.
Oh yeah, I forget Odyssey had like a whole bunch of outfits come out post launch.
Yeah, that game never got any paid DLC. All of it was free.
Nice.
Unless you consider like the Labo support DLC, but to be honest, I kind of forgot there was even Labo support.
This is one of the few number 8s that I did in my side playthrough.
This is where the well, it's not where the fun begins. This is where something begins. Because as with most missions involving Yoshi, this one is less than fun. Let's call it.
As a newbie to Mario Sunshine, it took me forever to figure out where to find the fruits. I felt so dumb when I finally got it.
Well, I mean, finding them is only half the battle because what we're gonna be doing here is this particular Yoshi will only eat durians.
Oh no.
Which, you know, is not as bad as it sounds because, yes, you have to kick the durian over to the egg, but there's not really any obstacles to avoid. You know,
it's
you
like
just
a
kind of
flat
kick it in a
plane.
straight line. The problem is the only way to get fruit in this stage is by ground pounding these big fruit dispensers over here. And
RNG?
the fruit that spawns is random.
You just gotta keep
And I think
doing it.
only a certain number of fruits can be, like, active at a time. Because, like, if you're not, like, interacting with one of these fruits, they're basically on a timer until they disappear. So once you spawn too many fruits, you have to, and if you still don't have the durian, you have to wait until one of them disappears
Can you not
to make
throw 'em in
another
the
one
water?
appear. What's that?
Can you not throw them in the water?
Again, why do I record these games before I talk to you guys about this stuff?
There you go.
Yeah,
Plus, I
I'm
remember
not
the
sure
other-
what was going on there.
Plus, I remember the other problem being that since the durian is like more physics based than the other fruits or whatever, it's a lot more
sometimes it
liable
rolls
to,
off the edge.
Yeah, it's a lot more liable to just like hit another of the fruits that you spawned earlier and roll off the edge.
And if you come at it full tilt too, sometimes he can just kick it.
And
Just-
yeah, he'll just yeet it into.
Yeah, it's a
The
football
stratosphere.
field away. Like, good luck.
Oh, so
This
is
isn't
the,
like it's.
is the point of this one you have to use the platform creation ability of Yoshi?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. As much in theory, as
Oh,
much as
oh,
I
no.
like this,
Oh.
exactly that's why I'm questioning it.
Yep. We tripped at the starting line again.
Like,
God.
I know that's another thing that like this will be good to expand on a little bit. Again, I think it's really interesting idea to have like in a 3D platformer for a 3D Mario, the point of Yoshi is more to like do stuff like this, like make platforms out of like enemies or whatnot. But man, was the execution really bad in Sunshine.
Well, I think. God, it's too bad we haven't hit the days of Galaxy 2 yet. I know I was like slagging on that game in a previous part, but like I have no qualms with the implementation of Yoshi in that game. Like they finally got 3D Yoshi right in Galaxy 2. Like the integration with the Wii remote pointer for his tongue and like the grapple mechanics are so good.
Can't his tongue do some like crazy things in that game?
Well, they just did a lot more with the mechanic of being able to grab stuff with Yoshi's tongue. And honestly, like, while it is cool that there's a Yoshi capture in Odyssey, honestly, it's kind of a step down from how he was in Galaxy 2. Because they just built so much of that game around, like, Yoshi.
Man, you don't get a Yoshi in Odyssey until like post game, do you?
Yeah.
Joe.
Oh my god.
Joe.
Oh my god.
Joe.
Yeah. Thankfully, we saved it. And thankfully, Yoshi still has plenty of juice in the tank.
Oh,
I was just like, I want to get rid of Yoshi as soon as possible because I do not trust this dinosaur
Yeah.
to jump properly.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like his jump arc is like weird too. Like you can't
Yeah, it's
anticipate
like-
it.
Yeah, like these jumps would not be hard to make, you know, if they were adjusted for like Mario's movement capabilities. But the fact that you have to make them with Yoshi, who can't grab ledges, as we mentioned earlier, just makes this all the more frustrating when you fail. 'Cause
Yeah.
just-
So
This
I-
final platform is dangerous too because you have a huge jump when you get off a Yoshi, and sometimes it just decides.
Well,
to
not
throw you
only
back.
that, right? Like Joe was very clearly being careful when he like clambered onto the fencing, like the sides, because like if he jumped there, the way that it does jumps off of fences like that, it would have sent him way down to the back to the beginning.
God.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and like, you know, both Mario and Yoshi have like jump correction, you know, with the Flood for Mario and the Flutter Jump for Yoshi. But Flood gives you a lot more time in the air and a lot more control over your position, whereas Yoshi is purely like a hindrance to your... Like, you can jump higher and farther with Yoshi, but
a lot less control.
it just... it's not... The control's not as good.
I would love an edit, like a rethinking of the Yoshi levels in this game. since he hinders your controls, it's like a reversal of Yoshi's Island, where instead of he's escorting you, you're escorting him to like a destination.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I never thought of that, but that is on point.
That also reminds me. We can get
Here's another
sunshades for Mario. Can we get sunshades for Yoshi?
I'd be willing to settle for just water wings.
Yeah, a la Conker's Bedford, eh? Happy belated 20th anniversary.
Oh yeah, that was like this last week, wasn't it?
And I just bought me a copy.
Oh god, have we talked about your brand new copy?
$100 for just the cartridge, and I didn't find this out until a couple days after it. But like at that point, all I could do was laugh. It has some kid's name on the back in Sharpie.
I mean,
that.
you can.
It's faded. I could barely tell that it was there. But when I found out that was the case, I just like.
If you just get a
busted up
soft
laughing.
washcloth and some acetone, you could probably get it off.
That's true.
Let's take away the homey charm of it. Anyway, that's enough about Conker, because we gotta give this mission its due slagging.
What's with the watermelons?
This mission. Oh,
so this
boy.
is a mission that like I've never seen this before. Do you have to roll this watermelon?
Yes, you have to roll this watermelon all the way. You see that little dock over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have to roll it all the way over there without touching any cataquacks or anything, like, just in general. Not because everything destroys the watermelon, but because everything can destroy the watermelon.
Oh.
If Mario Sunshine decides that it's gonna screw you over. Like, there have been times when I've tried to do this mission where the watermelon has just exploded on me, just like rolling it out of the starting area.
Oh.
Like for no reason. Like I nudged it a little too close to the wall.
I was gonna
and
say it was
just
clipping
pops.
into that fucking wall earlier.
Yeah.
Like entirely.
Yeah, that like sometimes I got lucky there because sometimes the game just won't favor you, you know? Sometimes it just like you're gonna start over.
So if it hits like a polygon wrong, it's just like you're done. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hello, camera. How you doing today, bud?
Lucky
Not
Two's
so
on the
good.
sauce
I think I
today.
need a cold shower and a coffee.
So, question. Does it pop if it hits another one of those watermelon balloons?
I assume if you like try to push it too close, then yeah.
Wait, so he
Thankfully,
only,
it's like right on the cusp there.
So does he only want the big one? Like he won't take the small ones?
This is the only one that will get you the shine sprite.
So,
All the other ones
so
are a fail.
I'm assuming the original plan for how this goes about is like, oh yeah, the player will go get like various sizes of them, and like no, until you have to go get the biggest one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
what
this
he
is
needs.
frustrating. This is frustrating enough, and yeah, we got this little slope here that it rolls back
You have
down.
to actually push it all the way to the blending machine.
I'm getting PTSD
Yes.
flashbacks of Roll Goal.
Hey, I'd rather play Roll Gold. Well, I guess there's a lot more of Roll Gold than there is of this.
Is Roll Gold that like is that like wooden puzzle with like the metal marble?
Yeah, the little secret minigame in Twilight Princess.
Okay. Did you guys ever?
I
have
can't
that?
remember how they handled that on Wii U, whether it was gyro or
I think you could choose either gyro or
Analog.
control stick.
I guess I would have to have control stick support because, you know, the Pro Controller on Wii U didn't have gyro.
Did y'all ever have that toy as a kid with the? It was like a wooden puzzle with a with the metal marble, and like if you hit the wrong place, it would fall down, and you'd have to like do the whole puzzle again.
I don't think I did, but given my experience with it in Twilight Princess, maybe that's a good thing.
So
I don't think I ever owned it, but I think I had like like grandparents or something that had it at their house that I played it.
Oh boy, Mario's just standing on those blades.
Yep.
He's dead.
I would also like to point out that is a shine that's really important to the speedrun of Sunshine, because you can actually clip through that roof to get that shine early.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So they're just like, we're not gonna do that puzzle, not today.
You use fruit.
And not only that,
Mario's just like all bloody and like missing his arm on the victory screen.
yeah. Well, and not only that, right? The point that is important is if you get a shine that is later than the other shines that you've collected, you can go back to any of the missions. So what that allows you to do is it allows you to go from either the first or second mission, I think maybe the first mission there's no fruit, to finishing technically the 8th mission, which allows you to go then do the 7th mission, which is the only important one.
Nice. That's really cool. So that shine is just always in the blender like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Secret shine.
And you can clip into it.
Levels that don't have 2 secret stages in them just have like a secret shine sprite hidden somewhere in the overworld. Okay. And Gelato Beach is the first of those. I think there are 3 levels that are like that. So we'll be seeing a couple more hidden shine sprites.
So I'm guessing every level.
This video.
I'm guessing every level. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Also has like a 100 coin challenge as well.
Yes, that's correct.
Buy
Again,
watermelon.
We are gonna leave those alone. I was trying to get a Cataquack to smash it, but it's taking too long.
They're not.
Thank God all day. Today. I got a vacation to enjoy.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
We gotta power Mario's plane back to the Mushroom Kingdom somehow. We gotta get all these extra
fuel for the plane.
Yeah.
Oh
Shoving them in there.
So check this out. We're gonna follow up with everyone's favorite NPC.
Get back to that.
All right, you don't. This man does not deserve oxygen.
He's too
You're
dumb to
saved,
live.
man. You can eat. You can socialize again.
So
What's
this
wrong
is
with you?
So is this all?
Listen,
like,
he realized COVID's coming.
Oh, yeah, maybe. He got back just in time for the coronavirus.
Oof.
Oh, poor guy.
Sorry, monetization, but you're not allowed in this video.
As if any of our videos would ever be monetized.
Fair enough.
Not, certainly not that one Metal Gear Solid episode that got a visual content claim for like the Gravehawks fight scene.
Oh yeah.
That's so weird. Like, why that one scene?
I forget what did they claim it for? I forget.
They claimed it for the visuals.
But was that just was that an automated one?
It must have been.
Yeah, I mean it was claimed like immediately.
So yeah, they probably just had an automation
bots.
to claim any of those cutscenes.
But it's weird because it's like just the one cutscene where Gray Fox fights against Metal Gear Rex.
Who knows?
Anyway, Peanut Park. This is yet another that one mission.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting tired of saying that.
I've not done this one. What's the goal on this one?
You gotta ride the roller coaster again and shoot down Bowser Jr. balloons with water rockets.
Oh, this one.
I tried this. This is not easy.
It's not good either, if I'm perfectly honest. I forget if we complained during the Mecha Bowser boss fight about the lack of an aiming reticle.
There goes your sunglasses immediately.
Yeah, you have to get separate sunglasses for in and outside
because
the park.
it's technically a different level, and there's a level transition.
And I think they go away when you board the roller coaster, so this is purely for the
30 seconds that we
tour
have it.
to Peanut Park, as it were.
Where's all the people?
One thing
They all went home.
They left because this park sucks.
They're quarantining.
as I say, I'm just like, this park seems really annoying, right? Because like it's gonna be a trek to get up to the top.
Wait.
Yeah, just like Disneyland, they're letting in guests even during the height of the pandemic.
Okay, for a second I thought that small adult Pianta just called you Dad. Hey, Dad. But I guess it was he was talking about his dad that was next to him.
Mario pretends to be his dad so he can get like a discount on admission.
Yeah, Peach is Bowser Jr.'s mom, and Mario is that little Pianta's dad.
Yeah. That's how parentage works in the Mario world. You can just like... Oh, that's kind of dark.
That's why Bowser was so angry.
You're my son now.
What? I love how the rockets just
Bowser
go
was so angry.
wherever they want.
Except it doesn't work that way. It's that people get claimed as parents. Like, hey, you're my mom now. Okay, I guess.
Yeah. That was lucky.
Bowser was so angry that they wouldn't let him use his royalty discount. That's why he sicked the robot on Peanut Park.
Like, I know this was kind of before the age of, like, showing you the trajectory of your projectile before you fire it, but, like, I feel like that's honestly what this needs. Because even if there was an aiming reticle, the camera angle, I feel like that wouldn't give you enough information about where these are gonna go to, like, reliably
For a second there, I thought that rocket was gonna go in between the balloons and not pop either of them.
Sometimes they do.
I'm guessing the speedrun. Oh, nice, 2 for 1. I'm guessing the speedrunners like never. They're like they have like a route that like never wastes a rocket.
I don't even.
Also, don't look at the icon in the lower left-hand corner because it looks ridiculous. It looks like they literally just drew like eyebrows and eyes onto it and nostrils.
They probably did.
I wonder if that's like the original asset or if that's just like an AI upscaling flub.
You only get like 3 passes through the.
Yeah, you get 3 tries and you're done.
Well, because if you look at the actual balloons, they don't have like drawn-on black eyebrows.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then the mouths are actually like modeled properly.
Yeah. 5 more. You
yeah,
got
that looks like MS Paint. Like they had the basic shape of the balloon, and they're just like, just make some scribbles. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I think you're right. Like the lack of reticle really makes this kind of impossible.
Well, yeah, and for some reason Mario can't like aim below a certain altitude.
Yeah.
So like I have a clear shot at both of those balloons, but I can't shoot them because Mario for some reason can't aim any lower than like eye level.
You see, that's called gun depression, and it's they learned that was pretty important in World War II.
It's Super Mario Sunshine, man.
Yeah, but you're using rockets.
I'm pretty sure the rules of physics are out the window.
I'll tell you, this game definitely gives me some kind of depression.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, snap.
Oh my god, 2 more. Can you do it?
Yeah, you get to this point where you're just like, yeah, there's literally 1 more. Oh my god.
And he's so far over there.
You're like giving up rockets because it's like, I already have a rocket and I just don't have a good camera angle.
Yeah.
Come on, thread the needle. You can do it, Joe.
You
gotta believe.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Oh,
no. I thought you got it.
Oh no.
Yeah, sorry.
Once
Once you go around the track 3 times, the coaster disappears.
Too bad. You failed our fun carnival game. Now you die.
They drop you off.
Yeah, they just murder you if you lose.
Listen,
Bye, Mario.
if you shoot all of them, we'll give you a prize. We won't break your legs.
Yeah, we won't kill you.
Oh, that's painful.
Almost at the triple.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just welcome to Isle Delfino.
But I'm glad I don't have vertigo. This is very dizzying.
Like, and I feel like this might also have been mitigated if there were more rockets on the track.
Yeah.
Like, maybe every time you collect one, you can fire, like, 5 rockets instead of just the 1. So you can kind of, like, fire a few at a time and, like, maybe one of them
Yeah.
will hit.
Well, yeah, because it'll allow you to readjust your aim.
Yeah. Or even, like, yeah. Because here it's like, by the time you you launch your rocket, like, you have no idea where it's gonna go. But if you can see, like, oh, I fired 1 and it was, like, too far above, I'll like, lower my trajectory a little bit.
I'm thinking the trick of it is to use the top 2 fins of the rocket as, like, your reticule. Because that's generally been, like, good hit.
Is that what they intended?
Not what they intended, but just a way around it.
Is that how it's supposed to be?
No.
Is that what Uncle Miyamoto told you, Trent?
Is that what they taught you in roller coaster water rocket
family
school?
Reunion?
Even there, that like it was inside of what I just said, but still missed. But there, it was good. Who knows?
Trent has his master's degree in rocketology.
I wish.
He's the Rocketeer.
He's a rocket scientist, but only as it
Directed by
pertains
Joe
to
Johnston.
water-powered rockets on roller coasters.
That's right.
What? Like you aim straight at them and it just goes over them.
Also, the fact that it doesn't go through terrain, I'm sorry, is a little annoying.
Yeah.
Like, just let it go through terrain.
Yeah, just fire off.
Look at that shit.
Like this map was clearly not designed for like a shooting gallery like
God.
this, because most of it is just completely wide open, and then there's this one part where you have to like fire in between obstacles. Like if it was more balanced like that, maybe this would have been like felt a little more fair.
You got it.
Actually, I think I actually just unlocked a memory.
Wait, why are the balloons back?
That for round 2.
No.
I don't know why they do that, but like, honestly, it's another one of those little things where
because you're going back into the level and it's the same mission and this game is jank.
Yeah, that's probably very true.
See, it was
Joe's taking out his frustration.
My thought was gonna be either it was that or it was another one of those instances of the game developers like having a laugh at you.
Also, the thing I just remembered is that I think I heard somewhere that they actually programmed random bullet spread or whatever for those rockets.
Oh yeah.
So it'll just fire off with a like random deviation from where you are aiming.
Yeah, and if you get unlucky, the deviation will just send it, you know, because that first rocket
I saw
you
it
shot.
in a speedrunning video where they're like, "Yeah, this mission is hell because it's like random to an extent."
Yeah,
yeah.
But that first rocket you shot.
Luck elements always make games more fun, right, Mr. Sakurai?
This is not my definition of fun. oh no, I know this one.
This was the one that was making me sweat. Like, I was scared to do this mission, but it actually ended up going pretty smoothly.
Like, this is one of those that
so there's your spoiler warning.
This is one of those, if you mess up a little, all of your time is messed up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like, I've had runs of this, because this is a timed red coin mission. I've had attempts basically go, like, you have 5 minutes to find all the coins. And I've found, like, the first 7 in, like, the first minute 30. And then just been, like... And still timed out because there was one in, like, a place that I never thought to look. Because, you know, it's Hotel Delfino. It's pretty annoying to navigate.
Yeah. Oh, it's going through the ceiling.
Yeah. Ooh, what a feeling.
Hey, and you don't have to mess with Yoshi in this one.
Yeah, that's the one saving grace. No Yoshi. In fact, I think we're done with Yoshi for the duration of the playthrough.
Hooray.
Good riddance.
Yeah, for the last, like,
Yoshi.
20 minutes.
In the final episode, yeah, we're done with no more Yoshi.
I will never get over how funny it is that that tub is leaking, and that's like how you progress through the hotel.
How does that even... Is Mario, like, going up a drain?
I
He
guess.
is a plumber.
Because if it's leaking, it's not coming through a pipe. It's just, like, seeping through the floor.
What? That guy doesn't care what you're wearing now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's loosened up. He's changed his views on that sort of thing.
Oh no. You're in the endless loop.
More power to him.
You'll never escape.
Hey, he's learned to be more tolerant of people that are ashamed of their
People that wear
bodies.
clothes. Yeah, people who wear clothes other than swim trunks.
Oh, one try. Nice.
I wonder if you showed up in like the Noki Bay diver helmet if he'd let you in.
Well, no, because there's no diving allowed in the pool.
Yeah, you'll hit your head.
You're killing
It is
me,
a pretty
lifeguard
shallow
man.
pool.
Hey,
That's what the helmet's for.
See, but aren't you also like equipped with like a quasi rocket nozzle in that? Or just like the rocket nozzle?
I think it's
while you're
literally
underwater?
just your hover nozzle.
it's like, oh, you're not gonna let me in? How about I just blast you with my water cannon?
Wait, there's like 2 or 3 up here, isn't there?
I don't think there are
Two, I
any
guess.
in the vents.
I know we've had
But
a conversation
you have to go through the vents to get... Yeah, there's like one
previously
in there.
about like how painful it would be to actually get sprayed by flood.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think this is the first time we brought... the third time we brought that up, sorry.
yeah, because like, let's just say that water isn't exactly soft, especially at high
Yeah.
speeds.
Unless he installs a water softener onto his nozzle.
You're Is your daily Gear Check Games science lesson.
Imagine if the Flood had like one of those shower heads where you like can change to different settings, so you could just like spray out like a little shower stream or a mist.
Yeah.
It didn't have any gameplay or ramifications. It's just a weird.
No, that sounds like it could be a fun set of gameplay mechanics too.
Yeah, that just makes me all the more sad that they'll never like bring back the Flood for 3D Mario, because there is so much untapped potential with like not only these mechanics but also just the concept.
Especially now that we have modern hardware.
Shooter. Yeah, because they could like do stuff with like water temperature, like the different properties of water. Like you could spray like ice, like icicles or something, or like you said, a mist for whatever reason.
Oh my god, that is adorable.
I don't know how they would like actually implement those mechanics, but I feel like there's potential there.
So is this
got
another
a water
one
purifier to like make some drinks?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a mission. You have to go back to the hotel and like work in the bar.
Flood has a crushed ice setting.
It's a leaving. Yeah, make some margaritas for the Piantas. Hey, make one for me while you're at it, Mario. I could really use it by this point in the playthrough.
You guys just reminded me of like, we didn't discuss it during the quote-unquote ending episode, but like, what's with the like fanfareless fake-out death of Flood? I'm just like...
They had to end the game somehow.
It's just another one of those like Sonic Boom type things where it's like, oh, we'll have a character death or like Kingdom Hearts 2, I guess would be a more more relevant to this group example, where they're we'll just have a character death for the impact, and like you get people, I don't know, but then like we don't want to actually lose the character, so we'll just immediately bring them back.
It's just totally cheap. I'm sorry, Dan, but now I'm imagining, can you imagine if this game actually did like the Sonic Boom thing, where like you push start and the first thing you see is like Flood like collapsing dead in Mario's arms, and then it just cuts to like an Adobe After Effects title card, yesterday, and then the game starts like normally.
Oh god, that was so like, when I didn't play the game, but I watched at least like up to that point, where I was just so flabbergasted that like, they started the game with like, Sonic is dead, whoa, and then like you actually get to the point where it happens, and like,
and they just dig him out of the rubble and continue on the merry way with no consequences.
5 seconds later they dig him out and he's perfectly fine.
Oh, Sonic Boom.
He's just like, I would have laughed if they would have really sold it. He's like at
the game starts with Sonic's funeral.
Yeah.
Knuckles is like busting out of his tuxedo with his giant arms.
Touch the touchscreen to pick his face.
Amy's like ugly crying over his coffin.
Tails is like trying to console him. It's just not
Tails
working.
is having like a breakdown.
He's like rocking in his chair.
I'm enjoying this tangent, but I feel the need to mention there isn't really a good way to highlight this because of our format and because of the music in that area is so soft. But if you haven't before, go listen to the song on the OST called Noki Bay Depths, I believe. Or I think on some unofficial soundtracks, it's like Deep Sea of Mare. It's one of my favorite songs in the game. It's so beautiful.
That's a Mare.
And
it's a me, Mare.
You only hear it in that one annoying like red coin mission. Like even like the red coin with the fish AI that clipped through walls gets an encore in this episode. We are nothing if not thorough here at GCG.
I know we haven't mentioned it before, but I really enjoy the Noki's little floating houses there.
The what? Sorry?
The Noki's, they have like little floating houses that are just like barely underwater.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yeah, they're little houses.
Oh my god.
They have little doors and windows on them.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
It's blowing my mind today.
to give you an indication of just how few people actually like give enough of a crap to do these extra missions because they're just done with the game. That there's like this whole theory about like what the underwater city is in the Noki Bay. Like, is it in like what happened there? Was it flooded? Was it like all that? And it's this is someone else like in the comments of a video about it was just like, yeah, if you go back there in the mission 8 or whatever after you defeat the eel, the Nokis are just like back there. It's their house. It's where they live.
Yeah, or maybe it's like a cultural site for them where they don't live, but like they go hang out there for like ceremonies.
Well, I'm pretty sure they actually live there, but the eel made them have to like evacuate.
I love it.
Yeah, maybe.
And then the internet's like, is this their long lost home? Well, no,
Pretty much.
temporarily lost home.
I think there's even dialogue where they say that they live there, but they had to like move out.
Yeah, but let's be honest. How many people that played Sunshine actually went and talked to most of the NPCs? I know we've done it in this playthrough, but like, if you're playing this game, well, at least I, as a kid, I never talked to anyone. I didn't care.
I haven't started doing it in this game in particular until like recent years, but I kind of feel like it does add something because this isn't really like just
You're going for
this obviously
speedrun
isn't just like a
strats.
straight up like Mario platformer. Yeah, I wanted so badly to show myself getting up there without the rocket nozzle.
You almost had it if you didn't
The
go to the
rocket,
other
yeah.
side. For whatever reason, you decided to go to the far side,
Oh yeah,
and it lost you a little bit of height.
silly Joe.
I'll be honest.
Festival.
I was the kind of kid that like talked to every NPC in Sonic Adventure after every chapter for like change
Yeah,
dialogue.
those are fun. Those NPCs are completely pointless, but they are really fun to talk to if you actually go out of
And
your
like
way.
I did the same for the Paper Mario games and all of that. Like I talk to every NPC all the time just because I want to see all the dialogue, but I don't remember if I ever felt compelled to talk to all the NPCs in Mario Sunshine, just because there's so many of them, and almost all of them just have nothing of worth to say.
I will recommend, if you ever do get around to playing the Persona games, talk to every NPC in there, because you can follow even individual NPC stories as the
Well, yeah, because
days
in Persona
progress.
the
Cool.
NPCs actually do something.
Well, I mean, even in the NPCs that
That's a whole other can of worms.
even in the NPCs that don't, you can talk to them repeatedly, and they'll have different dialogue throughout the game, and you can follow their little stories.
Nice.
So, even for useless NPCs, it's useful to do it.
So this is another red coin challenge, an incredibly
This is another one that's fine.
oddly navigable level.
Yeah, but there's-
I mean, you got to deal with Pianta Village's wonkiness, but
There's no stupid time limit, though.
yeah.
Thank goodness. Yeah, that would just be cruel.
I obviously can't speak for the viewers, but assuming there are any, but like watching this back, like this doesn't feel like we've been here for that long. For how long this episode has been.
Yeah.
And then while editing this, I'm just gonna listen to that and be like, yeah, you wish.
Well, there's
It's different
been
when
so
you
much-
gotta clip out all the little thumps and whatnot.
Yeah.
This particular level, or this episode is lots of like different stuff. So I think that's probably
Yeah.
why.
I guess while we're doing this,
Nope. Nope.
I feel like Trent and I
Joe.
kind of got our final thoughts out on the game in the previous episode, but Dan and Trey, do you have anything to say about Sunshine that we haven't really covered yet? Or just like your final like verdict on this game?
It's difficult. Oh no. Like, because like I didn't really play it a lot as a kid. Like, it is fun now. Well, like we've said before, it's definitely like a product of its time, and you can definitely see like the rough edges. But like, I think it's a net positive. Like, it's still a fun Mario game. It's not
Yeah, I
what
would
I'm
agree.
going to like if I had the choice of this or like Odyssey or 64 in front of me, I would probably pick the other two, but like it's still a Mario game. Like, it is still fun.
That's interesting, because I feel like when we started this series, you were kind of favoring this over 64. But I guess the more you play Sunshine, the more it kind of reveals itself to you.
Yeah. Like, to play just like
its true nature.
It's like the words aren't. They're not like. They don't make it unplayable.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I know. I joked in a previous episode about, rather, I stole Geek Critique's joke about Super Mario 06. This is not Super Mario 06, like, not by a country mile, because this game actually has things about it that are, great.
Oh yeah.
And I know people like the soundtrack of 06, and I do too, but like, it's the soundtrack. This is actually like a well-made game in many respects. It's just that, they didn't give it enough time to, I think, because there are people out there who, like, object to, like, the concept of the flood, or the concept of having a whole game, like, set on this island, and I'm like, that I don't get. I think if they had, given themselves the time they needed, like, this could have been, like, right up there with, like, the best Mario games.
Yeah, to me, the style is one of the best things about this game.
Might even be the best, just for me personally, but, like... Anywho, Dan, what have you to say about this gem?
I feel like I like the concept of the game, and the concept has a lot of potential that I don't think was really delivered on very well. I don't know, because, like, I mean, you guys know me. I really enjoy when games have these big worlds that feel like actually real and lived in and whatnot. This
seems like it'd be right up your alley, like, on paper.
Yeah, so, like, in that regard, I really like this game and appreciate it more than, say, like, like the Galaxy games or whatever.
Hello, bird.
Or to an extent, even 60. Hey, bird.
Yeah.
I think this has, like, one of the best concepts for Mario games, but, like, in actual practice, God, like,
I really should have practiced more before I started recording myself.
Like, a lot of the missions are kind of crap. You guys talked about how, like, the game feels so fun to play on a moment-by-moment basis or whatever, but, like, I remember in my experience, like, the game kind of felt a lot, like, just sloppier to play than, say, like, Mario 64 or something. Ooh.
It does have a much looser feel, I'll grant you that.
Yeah, and it feels, like, slower
kind of
paced and all that. Like, I know a big part of the fun that I have with Mario 64 is just, like, getting good and being able to like, do difficult platforming stuff, whereas I remember pretty much most of my experience with this game as a kid was just slowly jumping and, like, correcting my jumps with the flood and just taking a long time. Mm-hmm. It was very, like, slow.
Well, yeah, like this level I think is a good example of how that can go wrong, because, like, because you can, like, hover everywhere, they had to make everything, like, gigantic. And, like, to hop from, like, this one leaf that I'm on to that one over there, I'm gonna have to do, like, a full spin jump and then hover, and I'll, like, barely make it.
So I take it you're supposed to hop on the cotton balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is...
I see what you're saying, Dan, like, comparing the controls in Sunshine to 64. I think I favor Sunshine because... Like, while 64, I think, is the more, like, solid feeling game, and Sunshine definitely feels a little more loose, it also doesn't have those weird quirks that 64 does, where, like, sometimes even when you're like at a standstill and you try to turn around 180 degrees, instead of just like snapping back, Mario will like run around in place in a circle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, on a tiny platform that can be the difference between life and death. And that's not something that happens in this game. Other horrible things happen to Mario in this game, but as far as like the basic controls go, this one just like gels more with my brain and my muscle memory, I guess.
That is another thing, right? Like, obviously as someone who has more of like, watches more speedruns of things than like casual playthroughs, obviously Sunshine definitely has like a lot of really intense platforming, but it's just very not exposed to like a casual playthrough that you'd have like as a kid. So
yeah. Well, plus like I definitely agree that the controls are, I guess you would say, cleaner in this game with like fewer annoying quirks than say Mario 64. But I also feel like, I don't know,
64's
I guess I'm not
movements-
too crazy about how they like what they removed from the moveset of Mario 64 and what they
your
replaced
long
it
jump
with.
and well, the backflip is here, but you know.
awkward to
Yeah,
use.
like I remember a lot of the things they removed from 64's moveset were things that like I extensively used.
Yeah, the long
Because they're just like so versatile and enjoyable to use.
Yeah, the long jump not being here and the backwards jump is frankly a shame. Like, those two were so good.
Yeah, and the jump dive isn't a great replacement because then you've got a whole lot of like you got to land on the ground and you slide a bit and you got to stand back up and.
Well, but it also works in conjunction with the flood spray to like give you a faster way to get around. You know, assuming you're in like a wide open space that will allow that.
Yeah, although I guess
By the
I'm
way, guys,
thinking
get
more
ready
of the, like secret levels where you don't get flood.
Get ready to finish the game. Last shine spray.
Wow.
Oh my god!
I would have
Yeah,
never
appropriate.
known about that as a kid.
What?
Oh my god!
What?
I mean, I guess it's hinted at there with the fact that this is like a shine platform. But man,
Yeah, and there's
That's
probably an
really
NPC
esoteric,
that mentions
though.
it.
that's frustrating.
And in the final shot of footage of the game, Flood is still like clipping through Mario's hat.
Yeah.
God,
What a way to end it.
Yeah. To round out my final thoughts, I think my main issue with the game is just that like a lot of my enjoyment with these games comes from like doing 100% completion and all that. And
Oh no. Ooh.
this game is miserable to 100%. I've never done it and I never plan to. And I think a big part of that is like the blue coins, like taken on their own. It's like, you know, they're just like fun little mini challenges to reward you for exploring. But like I think the blue coins and the way that the game progress is structured and all that kind of coalesce into a thing where shines literally don't have any value except for 100% completion of the game.
Yeah.
And the blue coins and plenty of other things make that such a miserable experience that 100% completion is not something that really anybody is going to want to do. So that just kind of leads to it feeling like the collectibles just don't have any value.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, people complain about the moons in Odyssey not having any value, but at least the moons like advance you towards something other than 100%. But yeah, like I said, you kind of have to pretend that the shines have value. That's kind of the approach I took with this playthrough. You know, I collected the ones that I thought were like worth showing. The one thing that I have a little bit of a reservation about not showing is the round 2 for all of the secret stages. But I figured, you know, they're the same stages, but you get flood and you have to collect red coins in a time limit. They are like a good, fun challenge for the most part. Like, you know, some of actually the better, more well-designed missions of the game. But, you know, we've already seen all the secret stages. I figured, you know, we gotta end it somewhere. 85 is a nice, like, multiple of 5 to end on, and I feel like
clean number.
we've siphoned pretty much all of the quality content that Sunshine has to offer, and the crappy content. So thank you for joining us. If you have made it to the end of this series, as always, we really appreciate you going on these adventures with your friends here at GCG. We're not going to reveal what we have planned for next time, but to give you a clue, it is a revisit, a brief one-episode revisit to a series that we completed a while ago. So look forward to that, and yeah, thanks for joining us. Thank you to Trent for guesting on this commentary. I know we
Good to be here.
we kind of pushed you to the limits of your patience with this series, but
Not particularly.
appreciate you joining as always. It's a little different this time.
On your
Different
first
kind of game.
non-sci-fi series.
Yeah, first series where the person isn't in a big space combat armor suit thing.
And now that we've brought it full circle, we bid you good day. Or
Goodbye,
good night.
everybody.
Good morrow.